Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session of emerging political trends from 1977 to 2000, where we were learning about the Assam movement. Assam के बारे में तो हम कल भी पढ़े थे. Let me bring it to a conclusion, a meaningful conclusion for the Assam movement. We have seen about ethnic cleaning. Ethnic means there are different ethnic groups present in Assam, and in order to show their domination, one ethnic group started killing other ethnic group. There was a civil war which has broken out in Assam, where the central government kept a watch on them but could not control it. So the central government also stepped up by the deployment of armed forces in these areas to reduce the tension and bring peace. The three factors influenced the use of armed forces in the northeastern region. Why these forces were deployed? First, the fact is it was a sensitive border adjacent to China, Burma, which is now Myanmar, and Bangladesh. Assam region is a very sensitive region which has an international border with China, with Burma, that is Myanmar, and Bangladesh. Secondly, the rebel groups often demanded separation from India and procured arms and help from outside forces. So they got the arms, they got the ammunition, they got explosives from the neighboring countries, and they became very strong. In order to put an end for such kind of activities, for terrorist activities, it was necessary for the armed forces to be deployed there. And third, the fact that these rebel groups indulged in large-scale ethnic violence, that means killing one or the other group against minority communities. As the Indian armed forces entered into this difficult terrain, because it is a hilly region, the terrain is not like a plain what you see here. So it was a difficult terrain, forest region, hilly region, so not easy to find out and kill them. So it led to the suspension of civil liberties and freedom of expression, and also giving abnormal powers to the army. Of course, in order to put an end to such kind of activities in northeastern region, they are given the Armed Forces Special Powers Act was given to them. And the government thought that this was the only way to bring a peace in this area. Thus, what started as a problem between Bengalis and Assamese developed into a complex inter-community conflict in a very sensitive area. Complex inter-community conflict. पहले बंगाली और अस्सामीस के बीच में था फाइटिंग, मगर अब कासीस, बोडोस and different ethnic groups started developing as a enmity between them, and this led to a serious civil war in the region. And the problem of ethnic identities and ethnic assertion therefore requires a broad-minded approach rather than a narrow-minded and quick solutions to the problem. So this all could not bring solution to the Assam agitation. Now let us move on to understand about the Punjab agitation, children. At the other end of India, that means the north eastern side जो है वो असम था, और नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न रीजन इस तरफ जो है पंजाब में भी और एक एजिटेशन चल रहा था. अनदर मूवमेंट फॉर ऑटोनॉमी. ऑटोनॉमी बोले तो फ्रीडम होने के लिए. अरे ऑलरेडी फ्रीडम है ना जी, फिर कौन सा फ्रीडम होना. दे वांटेड मोर फ्रीडम फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एंड दे वांटेड टू रिमेन एज a separate country. Okay, and was taking shape in the state of Punjab. Here too, the difference in language and religion of the dominant population became a point of mobilization of people. Here also, the grouse was that the contribution of the state was being ignored by the central government. They also believed that the state had received an unfair bargain which when it was created, it laid claims to the new capital city of Chandigarh, which remained a union territory directly under the control of the center. Punjab also claimed to be more water from Bakra Nangal Dam and greater recruitment of Sikhs in the army. These were the demands for the Punjab agitation. They need great reservation into the recruitment of Indian army. They need more water share from the Bakra Nangal Dam, which is located in Himachal Pradesh. And the Chandigarh, which is a common capital, is taken over by the central government, which they claim to be their own property. So the Akali Dal had passed a set of resolutions in 1978 during the Janata Party rule in the center, calling upon the central government to implement them. So the most significant demand was to amend the constitution to give more powers to the states and ensure greater decentralization of power. So what was that resolution? We will see in the next class, children. Thank you.